Republic of Texas Radio. I'm Steve OBrien, rtradio.org, and I'm currently talking to Isa Hodge.
There you go. Look at
that.
Nice.
It only took an hour, right?
That's it.
Okay. And Frankie Nieto will be joining us here shortly. But we were trying to figure out, well, Isa was telling us about an algorithm to, figure something out. Hey, you want to run through that again one more time? And
well, basically, it's very simple. The elitists want the majority of people to believe that it is the edict, the doctrine of us to convert or kill. Every single person on the earth. There's 1.7 billion of us in this world. We're in 76 different countries, 59 of which we're the majority in. Okay? And even if we take the conservative number of 10% that would actually follow it, which it's way less than that. It's less than 1% that make up this ISIS group. And I wish we had more time because I really would like to break down the ISIS because they actually fall into 3 categories, actually.
Okay.
3 types of people. But maybe we might be able to get to it. Maybe that might be for another show because this is due to my extensive research within this. But anyway, so the algorithm is very simple, people. If you sit and you look at the 10% of 1.6 billion, all right, that's how many million? 1.6 million, right?
Okay.
16 million, right? 1.6 billion would be 16 million, all right? 10% of that would be 16 million. That means, theoretically, they would only have to kill and convert 40 people each. That's it. To completely convert the entire earth and or kill those who would not convert, they would only have to kill 40 people each. Now, imagine if it was all 1.6 billion, we'd only have to do about 2 people apiece. That's it. To completely convert or kill the entire earth. Not to mention the fact, if we look at the fact that the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5 oil-producing countries in the world, all Islamic countries. So we wouldn't have to actually put a sword to anybody's neck to convert anybody. We simply just turn the tap off. And the entire world shuts down. The electrical grid shut down. Nobody has to blow up any electrical grids. You just turn the oil off.
But the truth is, really, man, okay, so I lived in a metropolitan area, so I had exposure to people of the Muslim faiths previously, and I've traveled around the world. I've met Muslims abroad. They were peaceful people. And so I'm getting this thing from the media saying that, yeah, kill, convert, but I see more, kill and convert coming from Christians. Is that fair? I think it's fair.
If you look at the top officials at the time that we started the 5th Iraq War under Bush Jr., what were they saying? They were chanting, "My God is better than your God." Even Bush himself said, "We're going to go over there and we're going to prove our God is better." Okay?
Oh my God!
Is that not
Did
what
he say that? He might have said that. I know he was really doing the whole religious fervor. That guy's a fool. Oh my God, man!
Yeah. So
these wars.
It was. Yeah, and here's the thing. Let's look at the statistics. Since the 1980s, America has been involved in some Islamic country or another since the 1980s. Now, I'm not justifying, by the way. I want this to be understood. I'm not justifying the taking of anybody's life, because in Islam, contrary to what the mainstream media wants you people to believe, the only time violence is allowed is in self-defense or in the pursuit of justice. It's very clear. If you go to the chapter 2, verse 19, it says that anyone who, no one has the right to take a life that I have made sacred, except for in the pursuit of justice or in self-defense. And the pursuit of justice means if somebody is trying to kill somebody else or oppressing somebody else, okay? Or if somebody has killed somebody and been found guilty of murder, then the pursuit of justice would be death penalty for that person. And of course, self-defense is if you're trying to attack me, I'm gonna match equal measure for equal measure. But then the rest of the verse says, but if they desist, then you stop. For God does not like those who transgress bounds. Meaning, if you come to attack me, but you stop, if I do not stop attacking you, then I am transgressing bounds, and God does not like that. So you have to be careful. When you start hearing people quote these verses, kill the infidels where they lay, well, go to that verse that they're telling you. Read the verse before it and read the verse after. And I promise you, you will have a better understanding of what that verse means, because they're going to cherry pick it. And unfortunately, you can do this with any religion. Most people want to sit there and say, oh, well, Christians would say, oh, well, my faith doesn't tell me to behead people. I'm sorry, yeah, it does. And even it does that in the New Testament, okay? I could cherry pick verses, all right, where it talks about killing apostates in the New Testament.
Oh, I can make the Bible tell me anything as I read it. It's not a big deal. Hey, Issa, I got Frankie coming up next. The little anarchist is going to be getting involved with, government and politics and things like that. That's going to be very interesting. Hey, next week I got a show all scheduled, but would you be interested in coming back next week and let's go down that little ISIS rabbit trail, and maybe we could talk a little bit about the creation of the, what do they call it, Mujahideen? It's the Mujahideen. Well,
we'll work on that.
Yeah, but we just got to Issa Hodge. Almost. Okay, so yeah, let's.
Yeah, most definitely.
Let's call it a day, and I'm going to bring Frankie on, and let's hook up later this week, and we'll schedule something for next week, and we'll talk about ISIS and go through your research.
No problem. Thank you for having me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, what I had to say. And please, I have articles and interviews and lectures on my website if you want to know more about me, the faith of Islam, or what it is that real Muslims are promoting in this country. Please come over to www.wakeupinamerica.com.
And your show's on Tuesday nights.
Tuesday night, 7.
Yeah.
Yep, every Tuesday night. A Muslim and a Catholic wake up in America, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can also go to our website. Just hit the listen live tab, and you can also chat with us there. And we also have a phone number you can call in, and you can poke fun at me and Cal. We enjoy that.
Thanks, Issa. We'll talk again real quick.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, guys. It's an interesting and an important rabbit trail as we deal with, a constitutional government in respecting each other's religious beliefs. That's got to be the most important. I want Christians to be Christians. I want Muslims to be Muslims. I want everybody to be whatever they are. And we've got enough of this, people that are trying to tear us apart. Let's come together. Let's get beyond that. Let's understand. Let's have the dialogue. Speaking of having dialogue, Frankie Nieto, are you there?
Hey, Steve, how are you doing this morning?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. How am I doing? How are you doing?
Oh, man, I'm doing great. I've been enjoying the show. It was really cool hearing that perspective from I guess a Muslim American, someone who practices Islam in America, and could give and has how do you call it, a like-minded view on what freedom is, what liberty is and can be.
Yeah, what I found most interesting is how he was saying that everybody's all worried about Sharia law, yet it already exists within the statutory law system. It's like, What? Really? Is that true? Maybe it is. I don't know. I guess the punishments are different. That whole cut off your hand or the shame on me part, that part where he was talking about, the fact that after somebody's found guilty, that the punishment is actually, decided by the one that was impacted. That sounds kind of like a good idea to me. Doesn't it sound pretty decent to you?
Wow, yeah. That's a great idea, though. Why? Because who's the victim? Yeah, the victim should be ultimately decide the punishment of that individual, And then, in today's statutory laws, it kind of does. The victim of a crime has a right to address the jury and the court and saying that what they feel, they can ask for leniency on a punishment from another person. But our system,
that's just
the way
ask
it runs,
for leniency, right?
right.
I can't.
Actually don't have an impact.
Yeah, if you killed somebody that's the most important person to me, I couldn't say, no, I don't want him punished. Go by the grace of God. Let's end this madness. I couldn't do that. The system itself will say, well, you're delusional or something. I'm going to hang this guy or I'm going to do whatever. I can ask, but I don't know. We have to deal with the statutory law system and all of its failures and shortcomings. I think it's important to probably talk about a little bit of what is Sharia law and the good and the bad of it. It's like, is this covered in common law? The Republic of Texas is a common law system. And so I think it's actually covered in there, but we're going to have to expand upon that.
Right.
So what do we got going on? RT type stuff.
Well, today, like I said, me and you have been talking about the idea that I will run for House Representative in the Republic of Texas. Because right now, our current county, our district, our current territory is not represented in the Republic, and we're actually still under the time of the Republic. We're still under the 1835 or 1835 definition. We're still part of Travis County. So.
Right. It's 1846 was or 1845 would be the county jurisdictions and so forth. But what does that mean? Because I understand why it's so appealing for me to have you serving as a House rep or a senator. Actually, a House rep represents the people of that area, and you'd be representing the old 1845 Travis County, including what we call Gillespie County.
Correct.
Okay. And, I'm just going to throw it out there real quick, why I think that's important. The House of the Republic of Texas. The Republic of Texas is a government that exists in Texas in the occupied United States of America Corporation. Right? It's inside of the corporate Texas, and it's working to, get freedom and independence. So they have meetings once a month. It's been going on for about 10 years now. First reassembled in 2005, 2007, they amended the Constitution. We're in currently the 19th Congress, and the 20th Congress is coming up this September. Now, how this works is once a month, everybody comes together at different various locations. And this month, and the next meeting is going to be back in Tomball at VFW Post 2427. That'll be Saturday, August 8th, 14408 Alice Road. Just go to thetexasrepublic.com. You'll see a map and all that other stuff. We have problems with our joint sessions. That would be the House and the Senate. They're there to do business, and I don't think they're behaving very well at times. Right, Frankie?
Yeah, that's one of the main issues that me and you first, when we first went together, we kind of noticed that there was a lot of, what do you call it? I guess playing around. To me, it's playing around and horsing around. Now, some people might find that offensive because they take time to go ahead and do meet and greet. They take time to sing songs, to pray, and all this. And, the praying part kind of bothers me because it's against the Constitution as the Republic is written right now. As the way the Republic's Constitution is written right now, it's in violation of the Third Right, which is the third enumerated right, which is in the Declaration of Rights, which is part of the Texas Constitution. And the third enumerated right in the Declaration is no preference shall be given by law to any religious denomination. Every person shall be permitted to worship by his own conscience. Okay, so by them But so it's kind of like the same thing of how in the U.S. Republic you cannot have the state cannot have its own religion, cannot favor one religious faith over another. So, and that's where a lot of people, when they want to talk about separation of church and state, that's really what they're meaning, is that the state cannot favor a religion over another.
Wow.
So by them taking time and invoking their Christian God, they are violating the Republic's Constitution.
Well, I'm going to have to... Yeah,
I myself,
I see that right
quick,
there.
I myself believe in Jesus Christ. I believe he came, took the ultimate punishment so that I may be able to go into heaven. But that's my belief, and I will not force that upon anyone else. I will not force anyone to believe as I believe. That's not my duty. It is God's duty or job or design to open that individual's heart to the truth.
Okay, yeah, I can see where you take exception to the praying, and, you know, I really could care less, you know, go ahead and pray. I don't like saying pledges of allegiance, right? You know, I will not stand for a pledge of allegiance in the United States. That's insanity. I won't stand for a pledge of allegiance to Texas. I know there is a pledge of allegiance to Texas, but I don't pledge anything to Texas. Texas should pledge to me, right? They're supposed to be here for me. So, okay, so one of the error points that you see in the Republic of Texas is prayer. Right, the preferential treatment that it would be the preferential treatment that Christian prayer has, right?
Right, because something we've noticed, and you know, you do provide a Ustream of the meeting when you're able to, and people could see that there is a lot of Islamophobia within the area. Right, and a lot of people are under that perception that Islam is here to take over the world, and da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Now, is there some that believe that? There probably is. There's probably some that believe, you know, that are practicing Islam and trying to do that. And there's just as is, there's those that believe that Christianity is to rule the world, and are working to try to achieve that goal as well.
Okay.
So, you know. Yeah, remember, whenever you point a finger in one direction, there's always three pointing back at you.
Not me. I'm perfect.
To me, it's always more, it's more of a misappropriation of time. We only have these one meeting, with this one meeting a month. You know, throughout the week, they do have conference calls. But I haven't had the opportunity to be a part of any of these conference calls, but from my understanding from others that have, it, again, is a lot of confusion, a lot of back and forthing, a lot of someone taking too much time. And, you know, so...
Okay.
And so then you only have this one meeting once a month to discuss for public business. And if we're serious that we are going to go ahead and, you know, take one of numerous routes to gain Texas independence, or have it recognized, because, I mean... You know, I guess it's a POV thing. If you believe you're free, you're free.
Right.
Whether or not. So, yeah.
No, I get you.
You got to get down to the nitty-gritty. Yeah.
So last week, we had this issue, and it really revolved around the second month of, well, I guess I'd call it bad webmaster, right, where they went after Tom O'Halloran, called him offensive and called him a bunch of names and so forth, and called him out of context, right, said that a link does not belong on the Republic of Texas website, and you can visit it at thetexasrepublic.com. There was a link on there. It had Tom O'Halloran's face, and, you know, they said that the word patriot was offensive, and they say that what he said was offensive, and there was a lot of, you know, that doesn't belong on a government website because we're serious. But the meeting opened with a song. Huh.
Right. Yeah, we saw that last week.
That dang music. Hold on, Frankie. We'll be right back.
Both our best intentions, I was shy to pay Recent events have shown just how vulnerable we are to deadly viruses, bacteria, and fungus. These diseases are all caused by infectious pathogens that often get the upper hand on conventional medical treatments. Now more than ever, there's a great need for a product that will help protect us. Look no further. Supernatural Silver can provide immune system support to help fight off these deadly pathogens. Supernatural Silver is a new and vastly improved type of silver solution that's safe and extremely effective against 143 types of bacteria, both forms of viruses, mold, and yeast. Supernatural Silver can be taken orally or used topically and can be used in a nebulizer or vaporizer for inhalation. With over 180 scientific studies by independent universities, hospitals, and research institutions, Supernatural Silver is a powerful weapon against disease. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code SILVER2014 for 20% off your entire order. Give you and your loved ones a fighting chance with Supernatural Silver.
There are many water filters to choose from, but there is only one system that is consistently customer rated 5 stars as the #1 system for effective filtration of fluoride, radiation, drug residues, heavy metals, a wide range of radioisotopes, and more. Introducing the Pure Effect Ultra, the next generation water filter that also raises alkaline pH, improves antioxidant potential, and has advanced anti-radiation technology, all while using no electricity. Sold worldwide, it provides virtually instant clean water on demand. It is not made in China, and the shipping is free to all 50 states. Buy your Pure Effect Ultra today by visiting pureeffectfilters.com. or call 888-891-4821. Again, that's 888-891-4821. Or visit pureeffectfilters.com.
Hi, my name is David Merlin from takefromcaesar.us. Income is defined in the tax code. All property is a cost, including labor, according to statute. You're deprived of the provisions of Section 83 whenever you pay an income tax on your compensation. According to Section 83, only the excess over the amount paid is gross income. The government can't so much as provide an interpretation of Section 83 of its own. Get your paradigm shift and understanding today at takefromcaesar.us.
Now there's an amazing new natural antibiotic every person must have. It's Cells Alive Silver Solution, and it destroys over 650 hard-to-kill viruses, fungus, bacteria, and much more. Cells Alive Silver Solution has no expiration date, is great for emergency kits and storage shelters, and comes in 8 or 16-ounce bottles. Order today at 888-910-4367 or visit hempusa.org. Hempusa.org, 100% chemical-free superfoods and unique health products.
Okay. You're listening to the Republic of Texas Radio, rtradio.org. I'm joined by Frankie Nieto. He's an activist, I think I'd call you, and maybe soon to be a servant of the people, working with all the other wonderful people trying to restore freedom and liberty in Texas, and hopefully that'll overflow to the rest of the world. I was just talking about singing. Singing is not appropriate when you're opening up a governmental institution's, forum. You do not get up, have a puppet show. You don't read a poem. You don't dance, and you don't sing a song you just wrote in the bathroom. And that happened a week ago in the Republic of Texas's, meeting, and I don't know that he read it in the bathroom. But, it seems, what is it a club or is it a government, Frankie? Does it piss you off?
Right. Yeah, and that's of course it pisses me off. That's the main reason why. Because I was happy sitting in the gallery and just witnessing, seeing how it was working, and then coming back here and reporting about it, right? Mm-hmm. But all of a sudden they started coming into this almost like, this is just a monthly meeting of a club, a group of friends are just getting together and reenacting what a government does. And I found it a little bit insulting because here I signed this affidavit declaring myself a Texian, a Texian national, and investing time and effort into this reality or this line that we were going to work to free the people of Texas. That once again, Texas stood tall and proud as its own independent nation, as she is deserving, as its people deserve. Because it's clear, no matter where you go here in Texas, what's defined now as the territory of Texas by the U.S. government, the majority of people don't agree with the policies and the continued acts of aggression of the state or the federal system. They're continuing encroaching on state liberties. Their continued use of executive orders. Their continued use of
they just violate
military.
Us. Oh man, they violate us left, right, and center. Man, and I'm not going to make a government. I'm not going to work on making a government that doesn't act appropriately. And, so we got a couple issues going on. We're dealing with, what is that? The, no preference to any religion is one of the issues that we have, and we see some preferential treatment to religions. The second issue is, shenanigans before the meeting that are inappropriate. Those have got to stop, and we understand that they've spent a couple weeks trying to get crap off the website, and I'm not saying it's crap, I'm sorry, because the Patriot Radio Show and Tom O'Halloran is very important, and I believe, I don't have a problem with having, a link up to his radio show. That's fine. He does a lot of work. But there has been other stuff that I'd say in a governmental, capacity. There was a whole bunch of what-if stuff on the former incarnation, right, the TexasRepublic.info. And it was just a bunch of stories, written by one of the RT folks. And it just seemed like, it was inappropriate. But yeah, we can point fingers at people and say...
No, but for sure there was that. I mean, so this isn't a new issue. This is what what's irritating is, this is why there seems to be no closure, no
direction. Guidelines. Yeah,
right. Nobody seems to be able to take charge and say, no, look, we're doing this wrong. This is how it needs to be done. This is what we all agree. We all agree that we're a government. Okay, therefore, let's just address those whole website things. Okay, we're a government. Yeah, that's great. This is what we're claiming. TexasRepublic.com. We are the TexasRepublic.com is what we're claiming is our official site. It is the people's website, the government website. Yeah, it shouldn't have a laundry list of anyone, whether they'll be, because the previous issue was a Texian who was doing it was actually a statesman, and so he should know better that this is not my forum for this. This is not my personal website. This is the people's website.
Why do we always bump it to the music? Man, hold on. Another commercial break. We'll be right back.
You are tuned in to the Republic Broadcasting Network. Visit our website by going to republicbroadcasting.org.
The IRS is a private corporation, not a government agency. Income tax is collected by voluntary compliance. To learn to unvolunteer or discontinue volunteering into the IRS, visit escapeharassment.com and immediately implement Strategy 1. The process must be repeated each and every time. Paper, letter, envelope, presentment, etc. Always and forever. Failure equates to acceptance, subsequent resultant contract, and you pay or go to jail by your own consent and agreement contract. Avoid recontracting. Visit escapeharassment.com and implement Strategy 1 immediately. Bar lawyers and accountants won't help you. Why wait? Get Strategy 1 and immediately implement it to divorce the IRS today and forever. That's escapeharassment.com, Strategy 1, to be free from the IRS. Escapeharassment.com.
Has your dancing and romancing done gone away? Are you moaning and a-groaning from the stresses of the day? Are you reeling and appealing because a headache's on the way? Well, relax for just a moment. Stress relief is on the way. Of what am I speaking, you ask? The essential oils of long historic use, the wisdom of the ages, the health care of the ancients, frankincense, myrrh, hyssop, and hundreds of others too numerous to mention. What could be more appealing? Do you know that Young Living Essential Oils has an element of life that makes them extremely effective in body rejuvenation? This element is called vibration, and it works with body systems, not against them. The professionals at Divine Living Oils have tested and been so impressed with this product that we are using them to help others. And who are we? We are health professionals with many years' experience. Trust us, we have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. Our motto? Because we care about you. Do your health and spirit a great favor. Call us at 304-542-4226. That's 304-542-4226. Again, that's 304-542-4226.
Wouldn't it be nice to have one product that replaces more than 10, saving you space, time, and money? HempUSA.org has a complete full-spectrum vitamin mineral detox formulation called Micro Plant Powder Gold. Micro Plant Powder Gold contains 101 vitamins, minerals, probiotics, and iodine. Has a 100-year shelf life and is a perfect addition to any storage shelter. Make Micro Plant Powder Gold your choice. Call 888-910-4367 or visit HempUSA.org today.
Come to Finca Baiano, a small community in Panama, which is being established for people who believe that a future crisis may be difficult to survive in North America after a collapse of the system. Go to bugoutpanama.com for more information. There is limited space for 100 people only. Go to bugoutpanama.com to immigrate as long as you can. Prepare. Don't despair at bugoutpanama.com.
Dr. Joel Wallach, author of the famous health lecture, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, presents his newest book, Epigenetics. Epigenetics is required reading for the very survival of Americans, and yes, all of humanity. Modern man has bet on the wrong horse to save them from disease and pestilence. The medical system has failed us fearfully. Join the health revolution. Buy Epigenetics today and receive a free membership to purchase all the products that Dr. Joel Wallach formulated at wholesale prices and receive a free CD of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. All this for only $25 plus shipping and handling. Call 888-311-4311. That's 888-311-4311. Again, that's just $25 plus shipping and handling. And you'll receive the new book, Epigenetics, a free membership, and a free CD of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Call 888-311-4311. That's 888-311-4311.
This is Republic of Texas Radio, rtradio.org. I'm your host, Steve O'Brien. Today is, July 19th. I'm joined with Frankie Nieto, and I'm mad. I am really pissed off. I'm pissed off at the government of the United States of America. I'm pissed off that they signed that, the corporate government, that is. They signed that damn TPP fast track thing. Secret legislation. Secrets are not good for governments, not good for people. I'm pissed off there's some guy called General Wesley Clark that wants to throw people like myself because I don't believe we're behaving very well as a people, as a nation. I believe I have the right to say the United States of America is way off track, man. Killing people. It's bad. I'm mad that the Republic of Texas, the 19th Congress, is dealing with stupid stuff as it's trying to get, independence back, to leave the corporate United States and to behave like a constitutional republic. Frankie Nieto and I were just, addressing some of the issues that revolve around the Republic of Texas. And I'm sorry, I can't just be a fanboy. I have to point it out. Frankie has to point it out. Heck, he's going to go in and try to straighten some things out. We'll see how he does with that. But they have decorum issues, right? They have, preferential treatment to different religions. Got to straighten that one out. That's not constitutional, at least so it seems. We'll have to go over that. They have website management issues. What are some of the other issues, Frankie, that you've come up with?
Okay, and again, and this would fall, and these all kind of fall under, what is it, misappropriation of government time, because we have to remember, too, once the Republic is, once again recognized, the senators and House representatives are to receive the compensation for their services to the people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we want to make sure, if I'm going to have to pay these people, because, just like in the U.S. Constitution, the Republic, Congress has all the authority to levy, put on taxes and stuff like that to run its day-to-day operations and to ensure that, the safety and security of its people. So anyways, so you want to make sure that their time is being well spent.
Right.
Well, another misappropriation of time that seems to be going on, is like we said, there's these nonsense debates about what is appropriate for a government website and what should be not on a government website. I agree that there should be a link to the radio show because Tom does do a great show. But that's it. It should just be a link saying his show, and that's it. Not a description of what the show, not archives of the show. It's not an archive base. It shouldn't be there. There shouldn't be the rantings of any representative. You should have my contact information, though, as a statesman or woman. There should be, you can reach this, your representative at this email address. The listing of that should be there, of course, like that. And then them worried about little songs that are owed to Texas, little prayers, on the Valentine's Day raid, weren't they, before the, cops come in, weren't they handing out roses?
Yeah. They sure were.
And then another thing that that I've started taking real offense to is the Speaker of the House decides that he's going to go ahead and have the microphone, not only the microphone, but a clipboard passed around, and ask that everybody say who in the gallery, say who they are, where they're from, and what's brought them here today.
Oh yeah, that gets me too.
This is a gross misappropriation of time.
Oh, and it's offensive. And it's detrimental.
It's an invasion of those people. Right. It's an invasion of those individuals' privacy.
I know. Can you believe that? It's a government official, and he's sitting there. He has no right to ask anybody in that room who they are. He's just the Speaker of the House, right? Even the Vice President. That's a Texian or a potential Texian, undeclared or declared, right? Right. I don't know, but you can't say, who are you? And please tell me about this. That's just rude. That's just mean.
Right.
And
some have made the argument, well, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to do it. They're not forcing you to do it. Okay, right. So I choose not to do it, and all of a sudden, just like here, when I go to city council meetings or stuff like that, and they make you stand for their, the pledging of allegiance to a system of enslavement, the eyes are casted upon you, because all of a sudden, what do you mean? How do you not stand for our pledge? So when you choose not to go ahead and answer this, this alleged representative of the people, of the Texian people, government officials, you don't answer his question, well then people around the room start looking at you like, why don't you want to tell me? They start playing, because everybody goes into these meetings already playing the game of who's the Fed? About the Fed?
Yeah.
Me, I'm brown and I have a beard, so, it was always, is that one of them Muslims? Is he one of those guys?
I don't know. They've called you Muslims before,
Is he part of the FBI?
I know, that's one of those stupid things people play, find the Fed and, whatever, but don't waste everybody's time and don't offend people. The government shouldn't offend people.
Right, well, because it's not there to pick one side or the other. It's there to represent what its people want and desire. Those in its area. So when you start favoriting one religion over another, or one, when you start misappropriating those people, your people's time by, handing out roses, singing songs, making individuals in the gallery introduce themselves.
Right, making people introduce themselves. Play devil's advocate. Yeah. Why would you do that if you were the Speaker of the House, if you were going to try to make an argument in support of it?
Oh, yeah, I can see why they would want to do that, to try to see where they're reaching out to, how far is the Texian, the Republic of Texas word getting out, where are all these people coming from, who's new. And I understand that, but that can be achieved simply by saying, as a Speaker of the House, just simply by saying there is a clipboard by the door, because they also, at these meetings, you can buy Texas bullion, you can buy gold, silver, and copper pieces that are minted by the Republic of Texas, and it's our official currency, right? You can, so that right there, there's already a table set up to, do these kinds of transactions. They sell, you can buy the Republic of Texas flag, and, so there's stuff there, right? So you can go ahead and put your clipboard right there and say there is a sign-in sheet over there if you so feel to receive more information regarding what we're doing here today, and how you can either be a part of it or make sure that you're being vocalized. What more can you do to become a Texian if you're not already a Texian? Feel free to leave your contact information.
This particular issue is several years old in my mind, right? I remember our previous House Rep, Sally Jarnicki, having that as one of her marching orders given to her by me, and I believe other people brought that up as well, after I did, or maybe before. I don't know. So the House is used to this issue, but they choose to, not care. They don't care, but you're going to care about it, right, Frankie?
Yeah, well, because you look at it, like I said, you do provide a Ustream of it, and it's 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes of wasted time. Because, like I said, we have this short time. Many of us have driven 4 hours plus to attend this meeting. We've been on the road before the sun came up to be able to get here. I don't have time to play meet and greet. I'm sorry. Here's my contact information. You can get at me through this website. We're here to conduct business. We need to prepare the people for our transition into a republic once again. People today's youth don't even know what that word means.
Oh my God! You brought something up.
They don't even understand, they don't even have the understanding of what a democracy means. When they hear democracy, they're told, "Oh yeah, it's the voice of the people," blah blah blah. Not understanding that democracy says, the majority of us say we're going to throw you in this volcano so that the harvest is good. So, give up your better.
Last week, Frankie, if you remember, one of the most hopeful parts was Ed Berriman, Vice President of the Republic of Texas, or Ed Brenham, I'm sorry. I just butcher names. He's working to formalize a committee, right, to work under the House to go out and investigate, what it's going to be like, what we're going to need to put in place for when we gain our independence. And what happened? They put a 1 week wait on it. How did that affect you? Because I got really mad. I said, well, let's start. Let's get going.
Right. And what you're talking about, it was simply just a motion to vote on whether or not we should make a committee to go ahead and figure out what we're going to do to get the people ready for the transition of a republic. That's all it was. It was a vote to get the ball rolling, right? And it took the Congress of the Republic like less than 20 minutes to just shoot it down, and then never giving a legit reason to why they're voting nay. It was just a bit. While they spent, like I said, 45 minutes singing and dancing, shaking hands, wiping babies' butts, and and then interrogating people. Are you serious?
Right.
But yeah, you're gonna, and then having the issue over someone getting offended by the fact of the mention of the radio show websites, because some of the show titles, and I saw the point that some of the show titles could be construed as racist and offensive. And guess what? The natural law says you have God-given right to be an asshole. And I'm sorry if I can't sit down and I apologize, but you have the right. You have the created right to be a jerk. And that's your right. It's your choice to be discriminative. You have that right to be one. But
see, that was all handled, right? You know, they've been arguing about this a lot. They've been going after the webmaster, and I think they're attacking him for other reasons, really, personally. I think there's some kind of a vendetta thing going on, but I can't prove that. I can't do anything. But this last meeting, they were going after the word patriot as being offensive.
Right. And the only reason why I could see how that would be, you know, it's showing favoritism, it's leaning towards one way, or it gives the naysayers or the people that want to discredit the movement of the Republic, because I joined the Republic not thinking that it was a club that just meets every month, you know, and that's what we're written off as a lot of times, that we're just a bunch of, what did I want to say Jerry something, the former land commissioner of Texas, called us a bunch of silly old men that don't know what they're doing, that just that have too much time on their hands. And so to get rid of it, lets us get, what is it?
Are you talking about Jerry Law?
Was it? No, it's the former land commissioner of the corporate United States of America.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, it was in one of the articles written about the Valentine's Day raid, when they raided the Republic over.
Hey, well, you made it to an old man status, eh, Frankie?
Yeah, I would say so. There's gray in my beard. That makes me old, right?
And we're definitely not silly. Well, we can be, but we're serious. We're really mad, too. At least I'm mad. Frankie seems pretty calm right now.
Like I said, I want to be able to, you know, and then the moment you sign on as a House rep or any kind of form of stateswoman or statesman, you no longer get to have opinion. You know what I mean? Because I'm there to represent the people of Travis County.
Right. You will be representing me and all the other people that are in Travis County, you know, as per the 1845 boundary lines, right? And you want to see about bringing that back in so we can actually have our own county instead of being part of Travis, which is a huge county. That's another thing you want to work towards, right, Frankie?
Right, because, I mean, we all can agree that on an individual level, on a local level, government seems to somewhat work, you know?
Yeah,
so the only way it can be truly effective is if we bring it back home. And right now, you know, I would be responsible as the representative of Travis County. I'd be responsible for a huge area. There would be no way I could meet with all my opinions. There's too many conflicting views and opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And so, there's too many conflicting views and opinions. So if I'm able to bring it down to this area, what is right now in the incorporated Texas, is called Gillespie County, and we'll decide, you know, I'll let the people decide whether they want to be still under that name or we want to change it to something else. But I'll be a 20 to 30 minute drive away from them. You know, they'll be able to come over to my house on a Sunday or and address me personally. You know, if I was responsible for all of Travis County as it was drawn in the 1846 or the 1845 boundaries, you know, people are going to have to drive a couple hours to come and address their grievances with me. It's not feasible.
Hey, Frankie, I don't want to really get too off and point out to too many of the bad things about the last session. I do like a lot of the people that represent the general public, the Texians here. I like a lot of those guys, right? Sometimes it just gets sideways the wrong direction, but there is a lot of hope there besides a lot of problems. Do you agree? Disagree?
Oh no, there is. I mean, I wouldn't waste my time with something that I didn't think had the potential to actually go somewhere. If I didn't think these people, if I didn't think the Republic had a chance in being recognized once again as the nation that she is, I wouldn't be wasting my time with it. I wouldn't be on the show talking to you. I wouldn't be looking into it. I wouldn't spend nights reading the Constitution and going, well, is it constitutional? No, that's not constitutional. We can't be making laws about this. Can't be making rules about that.
Right.
And so, yeah, there is hope there. It's just, there's a sense of defeatness, because some of these guys have been in the game since the late 90s, They've been fighting hardcore, and they've been drugged through the ringer and everything like that. They've been mocked and, attacked by the U.S. government. So, I mean, yeah, I can see how after, a decade of fighting, you get tired. And I just think there needs some new life. So hopefully I can be that new life in there and bring others, and we can be free.
Okay. This is a quick little, 3-minute break. Hang on, we're flipping over to the other side, and then we'll close her up.
Extendivite really works. Here is what people are saying.
Oh, I had a problem with breathing. When I stopped to do some walking, I had a problem. I had a heart attack, my second one. I take this pill and I feel great.
I had 3 bypass 10 years ago, and I was in bed almost 24 hours a day, and painkillers out of this world. I started taking this. I'm down to almost no painkillers at all, and it helped my circulation 100%. My medical doctor, and I went to see him, and he could not believe it. There's no way he could have went down that fast. He could not believe it. I showed him what I was taking. He said, don't stop taking it. I wouldn't do without it. It's unbelievable.
To get your Extendivite, call 1-877-928-8822 or visit heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendivite.
Dr. Joel Wallach, author of the famous health lecture Dead Doctors Don't Lie, presents his newest book, Epigenetics. Epigenetics is required reading for the very survival of Americans, and yes, all of humanity. Modern man has bet on the wrong horse to save them from disease and pestilence. The medical system has failed us fearfully. Join the health revolution. Buy Epigenetics today and receive a free membership to purchase all the products that Dr. Joel Wallach formulated at wholesale prices and receive a free CD of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. All this for only $25 plus shipping and handling. Call 888-311-4311. That's 888-311-4311. Again, that's just $25 plus shipping and handling. And you'll receive the new book, Epigenetics, a free membership, and a free CD of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Call 888-311-4311. That's 888-311-4311.
Doctors don't want you to know about iodine because it allows the body to heal itself quickly and permanently. Iodine Now is a complete powder formulation that will load iodine into the body with vitamin C for the best possible absorption. Iodine Now, available by the case and for protection from radiation, fluoride, chlorine, and bromine, including all heavy metals. We believe that this is the main element that humans need more than any other at this time. This formulation is infused with our bioactive aerobic rare earth nutrient powder that has a powerful negative charge that attracts positive toxins. Why not buy one product that does the job of 20 and saves you space, time, and money? Has a storage life of 100 years. All for about $18 a month. Call 888-910-4367 or visit hempusa.org. Call 888-910-4367. Bringing back the universal medicine for mankind. Iodine Now. Only at hempusa.org.
Are we fighting through the night? You're listening to the Republic of Texas Radio. I'm Steve O'Brien, and that's rtradio.org. It's July the, 19th. Okay, so we were just talking about how important, we were actually talking to Frankie Nieto about how important that, how do I even say that, Frankie? You know, you wouldn't be involved if you didn't think it was important. That's what I was trying to get at.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, because, you know, our time on this reality is very short, very limited, right? Mm-hmm. So, as far as I understand it. So, why waste it on things that are not going to go anywhere, where there's no future, there's no hope? My ultimate goal, you know, because as you said when you were doing the intro for myself, I'm a little anarchist, right? And so, I mean, I believe in the individual, you know, because what an anarchy is. It believes in the individual and the power of the individual. So, a republic seems, as far as I can see, as far as a government facility or a government reality, is as close as you can get to that. It's like anarchy light.
Yeah, I hear that.
So, why not be a part of that could get us away from this communitarianism or altruism way of thinking?
Yeah, we got some crazy stuff. Hey, we've got a couple minutes left. I have a couple questions for you before we wrap this up. First, international vector. What do you think about that? Any thoughts offhand? Do you know anything?
Well, as far as I know, it has worked. It has worked to go to for nations, for the Lakota Nation, for other nations. It has worked for them to go before an international body and have their sovereignty or their right to self-determination restored, and that's what one of the main things that, you know, Republic of Texas is about, is that we as a people, as a Texan people, we have the right and the means to determine what is best for ourselves.
Okay.
We don't need to use.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much all the time that we have. We're going to be hitting the music here in a second. Need to do a little bit of station keeping. Maybe you could do it for me. Hey, Frankie, why is Republic Broadcasting important? Can you tell me that?
RBN, Republic Broadcasting Network, is very important because it has a range of shows and variety that actually present a different view on states of freedom, and not only that, but other conscious ways of thinking. I always forget the guy's name, the host of the show, but he always likes to talk about the definition of words and goes to the roots.
Clint Richardson, yeah,
and you know, it's always fun. It's like when you turn on RBN, you're actually learning something, you know.
Right. So Republic Broadcasting needs your help. RepublicBroadcasting.org. Donations are desperately needed. It's a fight, folks. We need to stay together. Republic Broadcasting is a supporter of the Republic of Texas in the fact that, well, they support me, and I support the Republic of Texas as it exists. We all got to work together. We don't have to agree, but it's better not to be polarized against each other.
With all that they have.
Talk to you later, folks. Hey, thank you, Frankie. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, man, anytime.
We'll continue this. Take care. Love y'all.
To each little blessing in this life, had a more intimate connection with the spirit world. Learned as a community and equally taught every boy and girl. The tree of life is us, my friends.
With financial uncertainty circling the globe due to job losses, decline in the housing market, a climate of corruption, bailouts, currency rigging, and unfair competition, many are once more turning to precious metals as the only hedge against the uncertainty of the future. With the U.S. House conducting hearings on proposals to confiscate workers' personal retirement accounts, including 401ks and IRAs, this is the time to secure your assets. Call Republic Trading Group today, 800-691-7898 before this happens, and find out how easy it is to convert your existing IRA and in some instances your 401k plan into real wealth now. Don't let the ravages of hyperinflation caused by the massive increase of fiat currency now flooding world markets affect your retirement account. Call RTG at 800-691-7898 and experience the security and peace of mind that only real gold and silver can offer. That number again is 800-691-7898. Call now.